Hi, this is John from Ned's Atomic Dustbin, and you're watching Indievision, San Ontario.
Okay, hi, we are back, and we are talking with John from Ned's Atomic Dustbin. Now, John, you're on tour supporting your new album, Are You Normal, which comes out today. Now, could you please tell our viewers out there what they can expect and how it's different from the first LP, Godfather?
Well, what they can expect is not to be able to get it today, because it was supposed to come out today, and they put it back another week.
Oh, no.
So they won't be getting it today, but never mind. Just expect a different album, really. Thank God. It's not going to be the same as Godfather. It's a bit slower in places, and it's more interesting in places. It's a lot more dynamic. And we think it's about 10 times better than Godfather, so I reckon you will as well.
Great. Now, how long did it take to record the album?
Just about 10 weeks.
Is that the relative norm for you guys? Was it a little bit longer or shorter?
It was a bit longer than the last one, but you know, I think that's sort of general, really, that people do that. You know, with the second album, we sort of recorded a lot more bits and pieces to go on the songs, and then sort of got to the end of it and thought, well, we'll use this, but we won't use that. You know, we just sort of tried to give ourselves as much material to play with as we possibly could. You know. So that's what
now the album was produced by Andy Wallace, who worked on the Nevermind album for Nirvana. How did you guys hook up with him?
Well, we were sort of putting the feelers out for a producer anyway. And we tried to get in touch with quite a lot of different producers, and Andy was the first one we had any success getting in touch with anyway. And luckily he came to see us in LA. And I think really that's the best way for anyone to decide whether they want to work with us or not, is to see one of our gigs. He saw the gig and he really enjoyed it, and he was really into working with us. So we got together and it was brilliant. It was really, really good though. Yeah.
Okay, now you guys toured really, really extensively. You guys played over 100 gigs in 1 year for the last album. Are you guys going to be touring, about that much for this tour as well?
I don't know if we'll need to be doing quite as much this time. The thing is that, like, in the first year, when your first album's successful, and it's like lots of different countries are sort of starting to tell you that there's a demand for you over there. You go over, you find out what the demand's like, and then if the demand's a lot greater than you thought it was, you go back, and that's basically what's happened to us last year. It was like we were in Japan twice, we were in America 3 times, or whatever. This time round I think we'll have a better idea of what the demand will be, and we won't have to do quite as much touring, but it'll still be quite a lot to do, you know what I mean?
Right. Okay, we're going to go into the first video from the brand new album. This is Not Sleeping Around, so check it out. Okay, we are back, and we're talking with John from Ned's Atomic Dustbin. Now, you guys just did a cover of I've Never Been to Me for Enemy's Ruby Trax album. Now, that's one of these few songs that I really wasn't familiar with the original version. Who did the original version?
Well, we thought it was Shayne in 1982, because it was #1 for weeks and weeks in England. But it wasn't, apparently. It was a Motown hit originally. So we had to get permission from Motown. Apparently it went right to the top, and it was Motown approved. God knows why, because basically what we did was we took the worst song we'd all collectively ever heard and made it even worse than it was.
Now, was that the first choice for you guys for the record, or were there any covers that you guys were planning on doing, or was that the very obvious first choice?
We considered a lot of different ones, but right from the start we just meant to take the piss totally.
Have good fun with it?
Yeah.
How's that album on a whole, the Ruby Trax album? Is it really great?
It's alright. I don't think enough people were silly with it, to be honest.
They took it way too seriously?
I think some people did, yeah, much too serious.
Okay, with that we're going to go into another video. This is from the Ned's first album. This is Kill Your Television, so check it out. Okay, we're back and we're talking with John from Ned's Atomic Dustbin. Now, you guys have always sold a lot of t-shirts on your tours. You guys have like tons of different designs and things, and this has brought you into direct conflict with the with the t-shirt bootleggers. Now, are you anticipating a conflict again with the bootleggers on your forthcoming British tour?
Yes, it's quite probable.
What can you do to combat them?
Well, the people who protect us are the very same people that were bootlegging a few years ago. The difference is that we pay them more than the bootleggers do. That's the idea. So we're just going to have to pay people more than the bootleggers pay their people. It gets very, very dangerous.
Are you guys having problems with people recording your gigs too now as well?
We used to have a problem with that, but now we sort of don't really mind people recording them for their own purposes. What we do mind is people sort of putting them out and selling them. And if people do that, then we will sue their ass.
Great. Okay, now I want to talk to you about a very serious subject. Now, there's been a lot of talk about the demise of the indie label the last few months. And there's a lot of talk about, you know, making two charts and cutting out the indie chart altogether and making an alternative chart, which would bring bands like you and Carter back into, you know, competition with bands like Suede and Verve, you know, newer bands. What do you think about all the talk about the demise of the indie label? Do you think it's just, you know, it's never going to happen, or do you think, you know, it's a real possibility it's going to happen?
I think it's already happened. It's a logical conclusion. The reason we left an indie label was because they just couldn't function as well as we needed them to function for us. We were pushing sales in England that were going to put us in the top 30, and they couldn't make enough records to do it, you know, and that really pissed us off, because like we'd done all our side of the thing. We'd written the songs, recorded them, we'd done videos, you know, we'd promoted them, we'd gone on tour, we'd done everything, and then somebody 10 steps down the line fucks up, and you know, and our record doesn't sell as well as it should. So I think that's happened to a lot of people. But on top of that, what has also happened is that the major labels have become a bit wise to the fact that there's a lot of money to be made and a lot of cred to be gained in that sort of catchment area of music. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of major labels are sort of waking up to signing bands that aren't massive to start with, but have got some kind of a small following, and they're willing to sort of sit there and let them develop, you know. So to a degree, the death of the indie label is not the death of independent music at all. What it means is that just that like the whole idea has been accepted by a few more people and taken more seriously, I think.
So you do support a new chart, a new alternative chart?
I can't see that it will make any difference. I mean, I don't particularly want to be in a chart amongst Suede and people like that personally. It doesn't really matter to me anymore. We've got a following. We know we've got a following, and I don't really want to have to be compared to anybody in the indie charts. I think they're welcome to have a chart of their own if they want one, but I mean, I can't see what difference it's going to make at the end of the day.
Okay, great. Well, with that, we're going to go into another video by the Neds. This is Happy. Okay, we are back once again talking with John from the Neds. Now, what are the future plans for the band? You guys going to be doing a lot of dates now in the next couple of months?
Yeah, this tour is just like 2 weeks. It's just like a warm-up thing, give people a taster of the album songs before the album comes out, because it'll probably come out next year or something, the way it keeps getting delayed, but you know. But now we'll be sort of going home after this. We've got then the English album tour, which is like a full month. So that's
big tour here in January, right?
Yeah, and like I say, we'll be back here in January. We'll probably be going well into February as well. It'll be like a 6-week.
We heard 1,000 Yard Stare might be opening. Is that true, or is that just a rumor?
Pure conjecture. Pure conjecture.
Oh man. Okay. Well, we'll be happy to see you back in January, and good luck on the release of the album whenever it does occur. Hopefully next week, and good luck on the tour.
Well, cheers.
Thank you very much. All right.
If you live your life again, sucker, don't pass here, so stay tuned.